Hello and welcome back to round one back nine coverage of the 2024 Las Vegas Challenge presented by Innova. I'm Emily Dale and I'm joined in the booth again by the one and only Nathan Johnson.
Well, actually there are a couple Nathan Johnsons even in disc golf, so
they
I'm
don't
not the
count.
only one, but either way, very excited to keep watching this coverage. We got a beautiful sunny day in Las Vegas, Nevada, and some hot rounds on the card.
Yes, so Sofia Donnecke is coming in hot with a -4. She just snagged the eagle. If you didn't watch the front nine, you probably should go do that, but a lot of great golf out here and a lot more to go. As we head into the back nine here, we are coming up on hole 10, which is a par 3, 330 feet. You can see we have some OB there on the right and left side by the cart path, and we have a little bit of a protected green here. Players want to navigate that shot and ignore the trees that they can see out there in front of them.
Yeah, you pretty much want to just kind of go up and over all this short shrubbery. It's a somewhat blind basket, but that is not a problem for Sofia Donnecke. Keeps the hot start rolling with a great shot here on hole 10.
Yeah, she's had some great accuracy.
Yeah, and distance on that front nine was very impressive to watch. The shot from Lykke Lorentzen looks nice as well inside the circle.
Yeah, and honestly, for a blind basket shot, these are some great pools here. Catrina was not happy with that one. It looks like she might have slipped a little bit, but stays safe, and we'll give her a long bid.
Yeah, we'll see if she gives that a run. We mentioned it on the front nine. These baskets perched on slopey greens is a common theme out here at Wildhorse, which makes for some interesting decision-making out in circle 2. Controlled shot there from Fajkus comes up a bit short. We haven't seen any layups from Lisa so far. I would not expect to see one now.
Full sends only. And a nice little layup there. It looks like the wind is down a little bit. The players were dealing with quite a bit of, and just as I say that, we see it pick back up in the typical Las Vegas way. But as you said, a full run there from Lisa and comes up just a little bit left side.
Yeah, nice putt there from Lorentzen. Drops it in for the birdie just inside the circle. That's a nice little turkey.
Yes.
To bounce back from the triple bogey. You love to see it.
Just undoes that triple bogey that she unfortunately took there on hole 7. Great confident stroke there for par.
Yeah, looking that one the whole way in there from Lisa. Yeah, what a way to follow up your eagle for Sofia Donnecke with a nice tap-in birdie. Not losing any ground.
Really exciting to watch her play. Heading into hole 11, we're looking at a par 3, 308 feet. There is OB behind the basket, but there is also a hazard sand trap there right in front of the basket that does like to gobble some discs up.
Yeah, fascinating hole. We'll see how the players decide to attack it. You see a lot of different things. You see some people just opt for the layup. You see some players just blast it deep and then take that comeback or putt. And then you see some people try to kind of blitz it into the hill short of the basket and check up.
Looks like Donnecke went a little bit deep and right side, but a good shot there. And it looks like this was just a little bit of a misfire there, as Lorentzen does go a little bit wider but stays safe.
Yeah, that's the mistake to make, right? Plenty of space out there. It'll leave her a little trickier upshot, but still very much par in play. This is the aggressive line.
Ooh.
Or maybe an aggressive layup, we'll call it, from Catrina, just trying to play just barely short of the green, and still gives her a chance to give that a run if she so chooses.
We love that phrase, aggressive layups. It looks like Lisa is taking a forehand route. just really opting for that layup play that you're talking about. She really doesn't want anything to do with that hazard.
It's going to leave her a scary little upshot, though. Still has to clear the bunker, and yeah, just pulls that one a little bit into the tree. Gonna have an obstructed putt.
Awkward shot here for Lorentzen. Pushes through to maybe 15 feet.
Smart layup there from Catrina. I mean, if she hits any metal, that's rolling right back into the bunker, so best to just play for the par. I assume we'll see a layup here from Donnecke. Leaves a little on the bone, though.
Looks like she snagged some of those low-hanging branches on her approach.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Just kind of miscalculating the amount of slide Lisa was going to get there, and just barely trickles into that hazard. This is a big putt here for Donnecke. A little windy, a little uphill straddle putt. Makes it look easy, though.
No problem for her. Yeah, it's always the worst when you go to lay up and it still doesn't work out.
Yeah, exactly. You just tell yourself, should have just went for it, you know. What am I doing?
But good confident putts there from both of those players. Uphill, and you know that metal hit's probably going to take you a B, so... Surprisingly, Lisa took no time there. She's been really thinking about her putts, but taps in the double bogey there from the hazard.
Yeah, I mean, this did play as the fourth hardest hole on the course, so definitely some danger here. Only one birdie on the day. Shout out to Lykke Lorentzen.
Whoop whoop. Alrighty, hole 12, we have a 247-foot par 3. This one's a little bit interesting because if you're standing on the tee, it'll be pretty much directly in front of you and then behind the basket as well. So, curious to see what type of shot shape players are going for.
Forehand for Sofia Donnecke, just a bit overturned, cut rolls into that OB area you were talking about, Emily. That's just a tough break. She's going to have to take it back, pretty far because that crossed early.
Whew. Unfortunately, that tree snags it and keeps that disc OB. It looks like Catrina didn't like that one out of her hand.
Yeah, I think she was looking to turn that. Looked like a pretty overstable disc a little bit, but that is the mistake to make. Still going to be inbounds over there on that right side. Players struggling with this tee shot so far. Oh, that is very well executed from Lisa. Gets a nice little check up to stay close. And she's going to be rewarded.
Yeah, so you can see a little bit better here the shape of the out of bounds area. And like you said, Donnecke taking it back farther because of where she went out. A little chip shot up. Keeping in mind, though, that there is the OB behind the basket as well.
Not a bad upshot there. Going to have a putt for bogey coming up. Just a little pitch up for Catrina. I assume we'll see the same thing here for Lykke. Especially with this elevated basket, no reason to give something a run from deep circle 2.
You see that wind ripping, but a great straddle putt there for Donnecke to tap in the bogey. And we're still not to Lisa's drive. Goodness.
Yeah, it's a good bounce back for her after the tough break on the last hole. She started off so well this round, kind of dropped back a little bit, but we'll see if she can finish strong to put herself back in the mix.
Moving on to hole 13, we have a 387-foot par 3. You do see the cart path here, which is typically out of bounds, but for this hole, it is safe. feature this hole are those crappy branches that can hinder your drive or approach.
Yeah, players probably looking to rely on the ground play a little bit here, get something to scoot up under those trees. Into the green is a bit overturned from Lisa. It's all inbounds over there though, so should still have a straightforward approach for the par.
Catrina calling for her disc to move right. She'll have a look. Circle 2.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty conservative play from Catrina as far as circle 2 putting so far today, so I wouldn't expect her to give that a crazy run, but you never know. Maybe she'll be feeling it.
As the 2-time champ at this course, she does know how to play it, so she knows where to
Not
take
going to
the
question
strokes.
her decision making, that's for sure. Nice shot for Donnecke. Leaves it a little wide, but should have a circle's edge putt coming up. See if Lorentzen can bounce back after the bogey on the last hole. This looks like a really good angle.
Yes, I love this angle. Unfortunately, gets a big flare skip, but still should have a putt. She's been putting really well in the wind today.
Checks up just inside the circle for Lisa. 25-foot par putt for her coming up. Looks like Catrina got some low limbs to deal with, so just going to opt for the layup there.
I think that's a smart play, especially with this skippy green. Looks like we're going to have Lorentzen give it a little soft run, a little bit low, but stays close.
Donnecke here from circle's edge. Just a bit low. A little drop from that tailwind there. But
great putt there.
Yeah, nice par save from Fajkus. Should have ourselves a par frame across the board here. No birdies as well on hole 13 on the day. Played very similar to hole 5 that we saw. Similar distance on the front 9.
Heading into hole 14, we have another shorter par 3, 258 feet. This hole does have some OB beyond the basket as well as some of those lovely hazards. So we'll see what approach these players are taking. Looks like Lisa's going for the layup again, just trusting her game, and I like to see her continue with that play.
Yeah, it's another decision type hole. I think for these players, you know, the hazards kind of make the decision for you to just play safe and short of those. But
there is an OB golf green as well on that right-hand side.
Yeah, and Catrina unfortunately finds it. Just pulls that layup a little bit. Although this looks like a full send from Donnecke.
Are we surprised?
No. It's a great shot. Yeah, she's going to have a comebacker. I don't know. We'll see if she runs that putt with the hazards pretty close behind.
And you can see the hazard just swallowing up Lorentzen's discs. Since it's a hazard, she will just be putting from that location. A good layup there for Fajkus.
Yeah, with the basket so close to these bunkers, I don't hate the aggressive play because, you know, Lykke is going to still have like a 15-footer for her par, and if she happens to, you know, jump out of the bunker there, then she's got to tap in birdie. So, you know, if you play it too safe, it can almost make the par save extra stressful and unnecessarily so.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you there. Unfortunately, she does hit a little bit left side and spits out.
Maybe I spoke too
soon. See the frustration there.
But yeah, like this
did go a little bit long.
Yeah, this is a scary putt for Lisa, you know. Like, I mean, obviously only 15, 20 footer, so I'm sure she's confident in those, but you know, if she doesn't hit any metal here, it's 100% going in the bunker, so
Way to not think about it and just can the putt. Yeah, it's easy to let that get in your head, especially after she did try to lay up in the last bunker hole and unfortunately slithered to B. Alrighty, heading into hole 15. We are looking at a 270-foot par 3. Pretty open, but we do have some OB there in the cart path that's on the left-hand side and kind of scoops around behind the basket. Fairly straightforward shot for the players here.
Yep, just a nice wide hyzer should do. It's a nice angle there from Lisa. Gets a nice check up inside the circle for her birdie putt.
And as we mentioned on the front nine, players are attacking this course much later in the year than we typically see. So they're enjoying some nice, warm, almost ringing that one up, nice warm weather as opposed to the cooler 30s that you guys saw last year.
Did that hit the cage?
I think so.
Wow, what a shot from Sofia Donnecke, putting on a show out here today. This has some nice width from Catrina. Relies on a little bit of that ground play to scoot her up to the edge of the bullseye.
Lorentzen needs a little bit of ground play here, stays just outside the circle, but overall a great hole here for the card.
Yeah, farthest out, just outside or at circle's edge from Lorentzen, but misses it a bit low. Little headwind putt there.
Great birdie there.
Hole 15 did play as the easiest hole on the course at a 2.55 average, so over half the field picking this one up. Definitely want to be giving yourself a look. And 3 of our 4 card members able to grab that birdie.
You can see those little dust tornadoes.
I know, just of course I say she's going to get the birdie, and then the wind just starts absolutely ripping for the 15-footer.
We blame you if it missed. Heading into hole 16, we have another par 5, 633 feet. We do have OB lining the left side of the fairway. There's some as well on the right side that shouldn't come into play too much, but we do have a golf green that is OB close to the basket and a couple hazard bunkers as well. So once again, not a ton of distance for a par 5, but definitely some challenges as they make their way down the fairway.
Yeah, this is definitely the play off the tee. You see from Lisa, plenty of space out there to the right-hand side. Just want to throw something that you know isn't going to fade out too much. This is smoked.
Yeah, really great distance and accuracy from Donnecke. Hoping that she gives us another eagle on the card.
Yeah, we saw her grab hole 9 on the front 9. Another opportunity here. Nice angle control from Catrina. Puts herself in a very attackable position as well.
Good rip there from Lorentzen. Again, getting herself into a good position there. You can see the discs pretty much all grouped together.
Yeah, should be a pretty open angle for Lisa over here into the green. Just has to skip in front of that golf green that you saw on the left-hand side from our angle. Comes up a bit short, but should have a pretty straightforward up and down from there.
This is looking a little bit wide. Hopefully it can slide out, but unfortunately stays in that OB golf green.
You got a great view of it here. Players opting for this wide, safer play. And Lorentzen gets some great ground play. Puts herself well inside the circle for an eagle putt coming up. And the long drive again, this time kind of gets Donnecke in a tricky spot where she has to go straight at the basket and hit that gap, but unfortunately catches some cabbage on the way in, leaving her short. Just going to have to pitch up, and we don't say it much, but settle for the birdie.
Oh no. And there's the rollaways that we get to see so frequently with these elevated baskets and hilly greens.
Oh, but it's not a problem. Catrina Allen saves the par there. Wow,
Great
drops it in.
comebacker. This will be Donnecke's birdie look.
Flag's still whipping. Just a little lift.
A little bit of lift, but thankfully it's stuck there. And we get to see a eagle bid coming up here. Let's go. 2 eagles. Yeah, we get to see on this round 1. That's a good day.
That is a good day. The only eagle in the entire field here on the 16th goes to Lykke Lorentzen. It's a great pickup.
And Lisa with a great tap-in birdie there as well. Alrighty, heading into hole 17, we have a 333-foot par 3. The basket is fairly obstructed from the tee, so players once again have a hidden basket that they're playing towards.
Yeah, you kind of have 2 options here. You can kind of go for the high, spike it in, or the lower skip play up into the green.
We don't want to skip too much, though. We do have OB there on the left-hand side, so curious to see how aggressive players want to get.
It's a nice shot from Lorentzen. Gets a good amount of ground play to put her inside the circle. This is pulled a bit from Fajkus.
It'll be safe, like you said. That's the error that you're going to want to have. But unfortunately, it'll be a pitch up for par for her.
Sofia Donnecke going for the high route. Looking to crash this green. Hits that window nicely.
Yeah, I like that play. She'll have a nice shady putt. Looks like Catrina following with a similar line here. She'll come in a little bit shorter, and she'll have a pretty obstructed putt for her birdie.
Yeah, so just a pitch up here for Lisa. Have to settle for the par. We'll see if... Yeah, I'm thinking just a pitch up from Allen as well, with that bush in her way. But a nice birdie putt from Lorentzen. Follows up the eagle with a nice 2.
She's been doing really well. Had a couple tough holes in there, but overall really strong on the day here.
Just a bit low there from Donnecke. Some putting struggles here on the back 9 for her. But I mean, as you can see, that flag just absolutely whipping. It is a windy day, so you can't really take any putts for granted.
Absolutely.
She's still throwing the disc plenty well enough to score. That's what you got to do out here.
Yeah, she's had a great day, and it's been enjoyable to see her ripping it. We have tap and par there for Lisa as we head into the final hole of our round 1, I should say. Players are actually teeing off here from OB. They have to clear this pond, and it's playing as an island up there, 301 feet, so definitely a distance that players can all reach, but scary at the same time.
Yeah, Lorentzen going for the wide spike hyzer play. This is tricky. There's a lot more
foliage.
Shrubbery. Yes, foliage. That's a good word to use as well. Over there on the right-hand side of the green, so you kind of have to get lucky if you're going to get through that. But it is the safer play because there's a lot more area inbounds on that right-hand side as well. So
looks like Lisa takes a similar route. Be interesting to see what look they have from that said foliage over there on the right-hand side.
Yeah, I would be surprised if they had much based on what we saw.
This looks like it has a little bit more power on it, and she gets around that foliage and has a good circle 1 look there. This angle shows that OB line in front of the basket very well.
Yeah, so for 4 on that wide spike hyzer, Catrina just comes up a bit short though. Going to have to go to the drop zone.
Good play there from the drop zone. And here's that look we were talking about. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, like just absolutely nothing there. Just has to pitch out. And now not even an easy up and down from here.
No.
Still going to have to hit this gap to give herself a putt for the bogey.
She snags a weird reaction off the rocks, and she'll have a longer look for that bogey there. It looks like Lorentzen's going high.
Up and over the bushes. It does well to give herself a par putt. We've got a birdie putt first for Sofia Donnecke, and she knocks it down low left.
Confidence.
You love to see her finish strong. Gets to 6 under par. I have to believe that is going to be a tough score to catch here in round 1.
Unfortunately, Lisa coming up short on her bogey putt. It'll be a tough finish there for her, but it's been a really great round to watch with these players. Some good golf out there in these windy, warm conditions.
Yeah, hole 18, the hardest hole on the course, and it's kind of showing you why here. Only 2 birdies on the day. We'll give a little shout out to Maria Oliva, the only other player in the FPO field to pick it up.
Nice bogey putt there for Catrina to finish out her round. And unfortunately a double bogey there for Fajkus. So that rounds out our round 1. Sofia Donnecke coming out very hot with a 6 down score. Lorentzen, she really bounced back from that triple bogey that she took, unfortunately, and stayed strong. We're looking to have a nice leaderboard for our round tomorrow.
Yeah, some solid scores out there. We head over to the Innova course for round 2. Should be exciting. More warm Vegas golf for you.
Alrighty, guys. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you for round 2.